This video is a review of the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, and our objectives for this day was that students would place the document in the context of its history, would analyze the different points of the document, and would evaluate the significance of the Declaration. As we saw in the lesson before this, the enlightened people, mostly the bourgeoisie and the nobles, were becoming frustrated with the old monarchical system and rigid class divide. On top of that, there was rising unemployment and a huge debt. As the people were starving, King Louis XVI and his queen Marie Antoinette spent a lot of money on war and extravagant lifestyles. The king was forced by public opinion to call a meeting of the Estates General in 1789. In this meeting, the clergy and nobility each had 300 representatives, and the Third Estate had 600 representatives. However, each group of representatives only had one vote. So, the Third Estate's 600 representatives only got one vote in the Estates General. Some of the clergy and nobility, and most of the Third Estate, agreed that there should be equal votes between the three groups at the Estates General. When the king disagreed with this view, the Third Estate declared itself the National Assembly and planned to write a constitution. But then, they were locked out of their meeting place and went to a nearby indoor tennis court, where they signed the tennis court oath, saying that they would continue to meet until they drafted their new constitution. The king grew even angrier, but the tennis court oath fueled the people. There were rumors that the king's troops were coming to take over Paris, and that there were ammunitions and guns in the Bastille. The Bastille was an old fortress that was being used as a prison. 900 Parisians stormed the Bastille, killed the warden, released the prisoners, and destroyed the building. This signaled the fall of Paris to revolutionaries, and spread rebellion throughout France. This time of rebellion was known as the Great Fear, and the king could not restore social order. The National Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. The important ideas from this document are that men are created equal before the law, 2, that there should be representative government for the people, and 3, every person deserves a number of individual freedoms. However, this document did not provide for the rights of women, so Olympe de Gouges wrote the Declaration of the Rights of Women and the Female Citizen, where she argued that public misfortunes are the result of women's rights not being protected.